Hi everyone, welcome to Capes Crochet Corner, and today we are going to learn how to use the corner to corner stitches to make a baby blanket. So if you're a beginner and you've never worked the corner to corner but you've seen it and you really want to learn, this is a very simple process. It's just a little confusing at first to get your direction figured out, and really it's very simple. I'm going to show you on a piece of paper before we get going what it's going to look like and how you're going to work your blanket. Now, this can be made in any size blanket depending on your what you need. You need a baby blanket, a throw, a bed top, whatever you choose. Let me just get a piece of paper here so I can show you. And you can basically make any size with this. You just have to keep going until you decide how big you want it. Now, a lot of the time baby blankets are like 3 feet by 3 feet, or maybe a little bit bigger, maybe 36 by 40, something in there. And that's about what we're going to do. We're going to try and get something in that general size. Now, if you're working with we're going to be working here with a 4-weight yarn, worsted weight yarn. And I use that for you because it's clear to see. When you use a fuzzier yarn or a thicker yarn, sometimes it's hard to see the stitches. So, I'm going to show you a diagram. When you begin, you chain 6, 3, 4, 5, and 6, okay? And then this chain is on your hook. So then you count back 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, you have a loop on your hook. And then this is going to come around and work into this 4th from the hook. So here's your hook, and then you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're going to work in this one. And we're going to make a double crochet here. Now this piece will be counted as a double crochet because it has the 3 chains, and those 3 chains will be considered the first double crochet. And I'm going to show you. Get a slip knot on your hook and chain 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So you want to go back 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I like to work in the back loops. So if you look at this, you can see those little humps right here. Humps, bumps, whatever you want to call them. Let me turn it so you can see it clearly. You see those little humps right over there by my finger. Now we're going to go into the 4th one. 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't have to do this. You can go right into the stitch in the front of it. I prefer going into the back. So you're going to wrap your yarn around your hook and go into that little hump on that 4th chain and yarn over and pull through. Yarn over and pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. And as you see, it pulls up those chains, that 4, 5, and 6 chain, up as a double crochet right there. So it looks like we have 2 double crochets on our hook. Okay? So then what you're going to do is you're going to do another double crochet here and here. So in essence, it will look like 1, 2, 3, and 4, like a little box. Like so, with 1, 2, 3, 4 double crochets on it. And each time we add, we will add this would be the corner. Try and get it so you can see a big square. And then we're going to add another one and another one over here. So you're adding 1 box every time you increase. So you have 1 box, and then you have 2 boxes, then you're going to have 3 boxes, like stairs. and then 4, and then 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 would come over here off the page. But as you can see, it layers, it goes up like stairs. You have 1 box, 2 boxes, 3 boxes, 4 boxes. So it grows from side to side. It doesn't grow up and full. It only grows from side to side. Now, when you have reached your width or your length, whichever one you pick first, let's use this side for your length and this side for your width. Now, you're going to make a square, then you have the same number of boxes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Both ways would make a square. But if you want to make it a little bit longer on one side, then you continue on this side and you go up. But you can stop working on this side, and we'll show you how to do that as we move forward. So you remember, we're going to be working this way, and this is how you get from corner to corner. And as we come up from the middle, then we start to decrease the stitches, and we come up this way, and we will finish with that 1 block on this corner. So it starts with 1 block on this corner, and it will finish on 1 block, oops, it's getting the camera, and finish on this corner up here. So working this way, adding and then subtracting, we go from corner to corner. This may all seem a little confusing, but you'll see how simple really, and this works up really, really fast. But anyway, it'll be easier to see it. I just wanted to show you on the paper so that you can get a feel for the directions that we're working in, okay? So first you're going to make a slip knot, and I just wrap over my fingers like this till they cross on the top. Then I take out 2 fingers and put them behind the loop in the back to hold it there, and you see it clearly in the middle, and you just put your hook there and pull it up, and then with your other hand you're just going to pull both these, and then I let go of the short one and pull until it's secure on your hook, and there's your slip knot. Alright, so before we start, I just want to say, if you enjoy this video, please give me a thumbs up and share if you like, and subscribe, and remember to ring that bell so that you can see upcoming videos. Okay, so we're going to start with chain of 6. So wrap over and pull through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And that is your number to increase each time we turn. Is going to be a chain 6. We're going to work in the 4th chain from the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4. I turn and work in the back of that loop. You can work in the front either way. Wrap over, insert your hook into that stitch, wrap over and pull through, wrap, pull through 2, and wrap and pull through 2 more. That's a double crochet, and these chains over here make your first double crochet. We need 4 of these posts in each square. So wrap over, go into the next chain, wrap over, pull through, wrap over, pull through 2, and wrap over and pull through 2. And we have one more where your slip knot is. Just be careful to get right in there. You don't want to eliminate that stitch. We need 4. Wrap over and pull through, wrap over, pull through 2, and wrap over and pull through 2. So as you can see here, we have 4 double crochets, counting our chain on the corner. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now for the very first box, this is how you start. It'll get easier as you go. Now we're going to go up to the second box, so you need to chain another 6. So chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And again, we're going to go back into the 4th chain from the hook. So 1, not the one on your hook, but here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I turn it, and I slip it right under that loop. Wrap over and pull through, wrap over, pull through 2, and wrap over and pull through 2. And to the next one, insert your hook, wrap over, pull through, wrap over, pull through 2, and 2. Wrap your hook, insert. That last one is holding on to both your box and your new box. So that's the next one you want right here. And pull through, wrap over, pull through 2, and 2. Now, what we need to do is connect these two. So it started out like this. Here's where everybody gets a little bit confused. So I want you to watch how I turn this. We need to make one box. I'm going to show you here on the paper. Let's get a new piece of paper. When you work the first box, the posts are going this way, okay? Let me see here. Well, yes, it starts out like that. But then when you make the second box, this box is actually going to be turned, and the posts are going to be going this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the new one, the very second one that we just made, if you see here, this is how it is right now. The posts are going this way, up and down. If we close this, they're all going up and down. You see that? Get you in the camera here. On the green, maybe. This can be seen better here. But what we're going to do is, on the outside, back over here, where we had those chains that made that rounded side, that first post, and then this was our 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, we need to connect this side with this side. So we're going to turn it. Let me see if I can show you. Okay, so we're going to bring it from down here and bring it up. So now these posts are going up and down, and these posts are going sideways. Did you see that? So we're going to, pulling it out here. Let me put my stitch back in over here. This is the hardest part of this whole thing. Okay, so to connect them, again, we're going to bring this one up, turn it, bring it towards the back, and stand it up so that it's standing right next to this one. So now you have what looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 going this way, and 1, 2, 3, 4 going this way. Do you see that? So I'm going to pull this out, and we're going to do that second one again, because once you get past the second one, then you're home free. You just have to know how to turn it as you move forward. And it really becomes mindless. I mean, you could do other things. You could be watching TV. This goes quite quickly. Alright, so we have the first set. Then we're going to chain 6 again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we're going to come back to the 4th chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to turn that over, and I'm going to insert my hook, wrap over, pull through 2, and 2 for a double crochet, which again makes our 2. And this turning chain is where you're going to work throughout the whole blanket. So again, wrap over, insert your hook into the next stitch, wrap over, pull through, wrap over, pull through 2, and wrap over and pull through 2. And again, wrap over, and remember that last stitch is the one that connects the 2 blocks. Insert your hook, wrap over, pull through, wrap over and pull through 2, and wrap over and pull through 2. Now remember this one over here, we're going to just lift it up towards the back. Now we're going to slip stitch into this space. So you're just going to take your hook, go into that space, wrap over and pull through for a slip stitch. Okay? Now they're connected. One going up, across the hair, and these posts are going up and down. So now we start again to increase. We're going to chain 6 again. So, well, no, my mistake, sorry. Here we're going, on the inside, we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. We'll increase on the outside. Now, in this space, we need to put 3 double crochets to make your box. So, wrap over, insert your hook, wrap over, pull through. Wrap over, pull through 2, and wrap over and pull through 2. And that's your 2 double crochets. And we need 2 more. So wrap over, insert your hook, wrap over, pull through, wrap over, pull through 2, and wrap over and pull through 2. And we need 1 more. So wrap over, insert your hook, wrap over, pull through, wrap over and pull through 2, and wrap over and pull through 2. So now you see you have the beginning of your staircase. 1, 2, and 3. So the next one will go here, and then the next one goes here, and the next one will be next to this one. So you'll have 1, 2, 3, and your stairs will get bigger and bigger as we go. So let's do that again. So on the outside, we're working on the outside now. We're going to chain 6 again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're going to come back to the 4th chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, and make a double crochet right in there, right like that. Another double crochet into the next stitch, and another double crochet into that one that connects the 2 blocks, that last chain. There we go. Now, okay, so now we're here. But again, we want to be on the other side, so we have to bring this up so these 2 stand together, you see. So we're going to, so in essence, we start over here. If you see, this is where it gets a little weird. We work this one here, but actually we're going to turn it. Let me get my hook in here. Which way am I going? See, then it becomes, when I do it in slow motion, I'm like, okay, now I've confused myself. So see that beginning, the beginning is a little tricky. So let's do that again. Okay, so now we're going to increase 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Into the 4th chain, a double crochet, another double crochet, 3, and 1 more into 4. Now if you see, this project is in my hand facing downward, okay, and then we're going to lift it up, and we're going to put these 2 together. So insert your hook, wrap over, pull through, and pull through for a slip stitch, and chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. And now we're climbing back up the stairs. So your project kind of flips back and forth as you work. Now we need 3 double crochets into this loop. So 1, 2, and 3. Now again, we have to connect these 2 together to climb up. So we're going to slip stitch these 2 together, and you go into that loop of that space between the first 2 posts. Wrap over and pull through and through for a slip stitch, and then you're going to chain up 3. 1, 2, 3. And you're going to work 3 double crochets into this space right here. So one, let me get some yarn here. 1, 2, remember double crochet is wrap over, insert your hook, wrap over and pull through, wrap over and pull through 2 loops, and wrap over and pull through 2 loops. Okay? Then on this outside, again, we're going to increase, so we're going to chain 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So what I like to do is as we go up, I count 1, 2, 3, and I hold my hand over here on that 3rd chain because that is your 4th chain coming back down. So 1, 2, 3, 4. See how it falls right there in my finger. And we're going to insert our hook into the back of that stitch. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through 2 and 2. And again, yarn over, insert your hook into that back loop, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through 2 and 2. And one more is always the one that connects the 2 blocks. Insert your hook, wrap over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. And then you're going to lift this one up to connect them, slip into that space between those first 2 posts, yarn over and pull through and through, and chain up 3. 1, 2, 3. And 3 double crochets right in that same space. 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to get this out of the way so you can see better. Oh my goodness. Okay. And 3. Now again, as you work, as it gets bigger and bigger, you repeat the inside multiple times till you reach the top again. So now we have 1 here, we have 2 here, we have 3. Now we're working at 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, however wide we want it, however tall we want it. So again, we're going to insert into that space between these first 2 loops and slip stitch and chain 3. And now 3 double crochets into that same space. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. And we have to connect these 2 together. So again, in your space, wrap over and pull through and through for a slip stitch. And you can see now how, I can be still here for a minute in the camera. These posts go up, these ones going this way, and then these are up and down, these are sideways, and it's like that every other stitch. Okay, so you can tell right away if you're in the right place, because if they're both, if this block and this block are both in the same direction, then you've made a mistake somewhere. Okay, so wrap over, and we're going to chain up 3, and again 3 double crochets into this space. So 1, 2, and 3. And I'm going to do this one more time for you, and then we will come back when we've reached our height and our width. Okay? Maybe we'll do a couple more here. So we're going to chain 6 on the outside. Always when you get to the top on the outside, we're going to chain 6. So 2, 3, and I hold my finger there, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I turn that over, wrap over, insert your hook into that space, wrap over, pull through, wrap over, pull through 2 and 2. Wrap over, go into the next chain, wrap over, pull through 2 loops and 2 loops. One more time, and remember that's the one that's connecting the 2. Insert your hook, wrap over, pull through, wrap over, pull through 2 and 2. Okay, so then we're going to bring it up, and connect these two together. So the two that come together on this side, you come up together here, and then we increase on this side each time. So we're going to slip stitch these two together like that, chain up 3, and 3 double crochets into that space right there between the first two posts. See, there's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. In between the first two. Always the same every single time. 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to slip stitch the next two together, chain up 3, 1, 2, and 3, and 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Slip stitch into the next one, pull it together, chain up 3, and 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. We're going to slip stitch again into the top one, pull it together, chain up 3, and 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Now, what we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks going this way, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks going this way. So these are about, let's measure these just so that you can tell. I'm using a 4 1/4 inch hook. You can use a 5 millimeter, you can use a 5.5 millimeter. You want to go according to your yarn. You don't want to go so big the yarn is really loose, but you can increase the size of your yarn. You can go down a size. You can bring a 3 in baby yarn. You can go up higher in a chunky, a 5/6 weight yarn, and a bigger hook naturally. So this is measuring 4 inches. So each block is about an inch in length. So what I'd like to do is make this blanket, let's say, about 36, 38 inches on one side, maybe 40 inches on the other side. So we're going to need at least between 38 and 40 blocks on both sides. One side could be a little bit longer. We could make it square and be both the same on both sides, and then decreasing. And when we decrease, then we still work this side up. If we say we wanted this side to be 40 inches and this side to be 36, we would have 36 of these across the bottom, and then we would start coming up this side and going across and bring that side up. Then when we have our equal amounts, then we decrease and it closes up at that top corner. So I'm going to do one more row with you, and then we're going to go into part 2 as we get to our size. Once we get to the size this way, before we start to decrease, I will come back and show you how to bring that together. So you decide how wide and long you'd like your blanket. Work it until you're satisfied with the length and the width, and then we'll start to decrease the other side, so it'll be half a blanket when we come back. All right, see you in part 2.